Strange Things. I know there's a movie called Strange Things or whatever, but I just thought to name this video Strange Things. Shitload of stuff, man. Why it always seem like people that's bisexual or go both ways or gay, why it always seem like they always have a bad shaped body or they have skin on their face that look rough or they just have a look about them that's unclean? I've seen gay people and lesbian people that look good for their age. They look good, you know, being that they claim whatever they are. And they take care of themselves. But why it always look like a lot of the bisexual and a lot of the homosexuals and lesbians, and even the ones that go both ways, why it always look like they body shape weird? Body shape wrong. It's just built and stock wrong. And I always wonder why a lot of the people, men and women, that talk about God and talk about all the beautiful things about God, why it seem like they always talk about God the substitute that they breath stink? They'll talk about God the substitute that they don't wash their ass and they eat pork and they got bad diet. And so why are always the ones that be talking about God, they be the worst sinners? Why is always the weak ass men and women that's scared of others? They really scary underneath. Why is always them the ones talking major shit, talking and bragging? Them also the ones that'll shoot you first, they scary ass. But why they always the ones talking and bragging? Feel what I'm saying? It's like a scary person defense mechanism when they ain't got no gun and no weapons is to talk shit so they'll keep you off of them. No different from a lion or a gorilla roaring louder than the other one so they could back down. Another thing, why is it some of the people that got the best cooking, they have stink breaths? They got something about them that just stink. Some of them even have stink ass attitudes. Could it be that they're stubborn and arrogant, knowing that they can cook good? I don't know. And a lot of the people that cook good foods, I notice, a lot of them don't have teeth now. Y'all cook so good, but y'all couldn't take care of y'all teeth, so y'all gotta eat soft stuff now. I'm not bashing the elderly. It's just, it's Strange Things is what this video was named. And I always had questions and wonder why it look crazy like this. And is it true that a lot of men who be gay, when they come out in public dressed nice and they be gay and they try to look like they manly, them be the ones with the loud ass colognes or to drown out the booty hole smell? Is that really true? Another thing, why I see a lot of these righteous women online, I know they good-hearted women. Why they be online always showing cleavage, breasts, titties? They don't never cover their whole entire body. Like my girl Crimson Cure, Kendra, Kendra. They don't never cover their bodies, but be out here talking all this crazy stuff, and none of their bodies covered like the righteous, traditional, ancient women bodies are covered. One thing I can say about an ancient, righteous, traditional woman that cover her body and take care of her man and knows her role beside her man, one thing I can say about them is they like to be in private. They protect their family mainly, first and foremost, and they also protect their husband. And one major thing about a woman who keeps her body covered, she's righteous and she conceals a lot of things. She's not finna compete with other women who got hair and body to show, and she know hers is just as beautiful as theirs, but hers is covered, so it's gonna stay beautiful. Theirs all out in the open, sunlight hitting and showing everything they got, which is be the same ones when you see them later, they have to wear tight pants and stuff because they got stretch marks, all the dicks that done tore their ass all up, stretched them open, skin wore down. You can see the gap where they pussy done spread it and stuff like that because they done had everything ramming up in them. You feel what I'm saying? But the righteous women that keep their bodies covered, and I still see their sexiness and beauty, a lot of them, they always have self-respect. I don't care what mistakes they make. They respect themselves. I don't care who try to come up against them and embarrass them. I see righteous women respect themselves. That's one thing I notice about righteous women. They self-respect. Once again, it's a strange things. Strange things. How come I always look at the Pope pictures? None of the popes got mustaches or beards. And they all look like they was gay little boys, homosexuals. Why they look like dirty devils and trolls out of dungeons and stuff we used to watch on old movies? Some of them popes be looking like the precious, the ring, and hide the books and the rings from the darker race in the Vatican. Why they all look like them? Troglodytes and shit. I done heard people say that an elephant is an ugly animal. I done heard people say that a turtle is an ugly animal. But if you look at all of these animals in nature that's ugly, a lot of them are just as more divine and more holy and pure in their own natural element than some of these sick-ass entities and human creatures we got walking the earth calling themselves popes and pastors and stuff. Motherfuckers look like they out of the dungeon, my nigga. Dracula. I think the Vatican a dungeon for beasts. Any and everything going down there. But they got to cover it up with a little bit of intelligence. With the robes and this and that. Just like the damn Pharisees when Yahshua and the Essenes and the disciples and the Nazarenes was on earth. The religious leaders, the Pharisees and Sadducees. Decked out, big jewelry on, big robes, you know what I'm saying? The finest. Stank pieces of shit. Dead graveyards walking around in nice ass attire ain't about shit. You feel me? And a lot of them know it because when they come in the presence of a righteous person who got a soul, they hold their head down or they'll speak and say something, blessing. Yeah, you better say, bless your heart. They got to say something because they know they evil. They know they faking it. A true Christ-like being coming front on it. It look like you killed their whole entire ego and that weak-ass spirit of authority dressed up and decked up in some nice big crosses. And don't sit your weak ass down. All this shit out here, fake power. That's why they say, don't believe everything you see. Because you'll get lost in the sauce of believing what you're seeing with the physical eyes and you overlooking the unseen. The unseen that you can't see is the most realest ever. People say, oh, I believe it when I see it. Okay, the day that you see it will be your last day believing it. Because if you don't believe God gonna destroy this world with all the fun and luxury you having, how can he bring it to an end? I'm living my best life and good. How can he bring it to an end? I heard Sodom and Gomorrah back in the day was a beautiful city too. Very luxurious. That shit still got burnt down. Nature gonna be beautiful how nature gonna be beautiful regardless. A lot of planetary bodies were beautiful. Waterfalls, crystalline waters and oceans, deep, dark, see-through, crystallizing, emerald color. You know what I mean? Beautiful. But if your ass wicked or a town wicked, I don't care how beautiful it's dressed up or how it look. That shit gonna get burnt down too because the inhabitants ain't nothing but booty hole pluggers and shit starters and immoral ass bastardized entities and stuff. Men, women, Jezebel, Ahab spirits. And Sodom and Gomorrah, as beautiful as those two cities was and luxurious, rich uptown cities, still got burnt to the ground. The volcano ass shooting in the air, burning it down, brimstone. Still got burnt up. So all this shit people don't believe gonna happen, when they see it, it's gonna be their last time believing. Ain't life beautiful? Ain't DNA beautiful? You can focus on DNA and live how you want to live. And you ain't got to worry about nobody trying to tell you otherwise. Why? Because your DNA and life is in the blood. Whatever's in your DNA, whatever's in the DNA of foods that you eat, whatever is in the DNA or chlorophyll of plants, your body is going to accommodate to that, and you're going to become what you eat. So a lot of us are like walking trees and walking plants because we eat righteous foods from nature. A lot of us are walking pork chop, walking slaughterhouses, walking bacteria pits. Why? Because a lot of us out here eating bad foods and stuff. You know what I mean? So, strange things. I may have some more of these videos in the future about strange things. Because I realize it be times that I sit down and I watch stuff that happen in the world and look at all the strange things out here. And the first thing I say to myself is, man, this would be a good topic to go on the internet with. Because I see so many strange things that make me laugh. Other people will start wondering, man, I thought I was the only one noticing these things. And he mentioned it in a video. Boy, this my kind of guy. You know. So I thought to make a video on it. This is just a few of the strange things that I mentioned. It's so much more that'll come to me, in another day. But it's just things that I always paid attention to that I noticed. You know what I mean? Another thing. I truly believe that the way that certain people feel and certain races and stuff when, I step outside my door every day, I do truly believe that a lot of people know where they're headed to. You have people right now know that they done so much wrong in their life that the way they drive, the way they speak, the way they know that, they ain't gonna be here long. And they know they done a lot of wrong. You know what I'm saying? I always wondered why you had certain people in movies and stuff. I used to see certain movies that'll start off where like a man is snorting cocaine, and I can't think of the name of that movie. Was it Tequila Sunrise? One of them old movies where a man was snorting cocaine or a woman and she snorted cocaine and walked out on the balcony and just strung out on drugs. But why people get strung out on drugs? Because they get addicted to something that takes them away from the wicked, evil memories and things that they've done, which is karma. Bad memories on a evil person that done a lot of wrong, that's karma in itself. You don't have to hurt them. They gonna have so many nights of stuff and bothering them and demons riding them because people they done killed and took their life and stuff like that, and they gotta sleep at night. And a lot of them can't sleep at night. So if they can't, hey, they snort a little coke and jump off a high rise or put a gun to their head and let it rip, You know what I mean? Or overdose on some medications, you know what I mean? Like I see a lot of this going on. A lot of old movies I used to watch. Like right now, look how the world is right now. You have people in the world because, they don't give a fuck about universal law or physical law to the point where people out here gonna be evil until they get burnt up in the lake of fire. A lot of people gonna be evil until they get burnt up. I'm not saying evil until further notice or evil until they stop. Some people ain't gonna stop being evil. As they being evil, they gonna be burning in the fire. It's kind of like at the end of the movie Terminator when he had to jump into that boiling hot lake and terminate himself. When the first liquid nitrogen cop jumped in there, that Terminator threw it in there and killed, he was rah, 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 rah. It's almost like he was getting burnt up and destroyed in that lake of fire at the end of Terminator, but he was talking shit while he was burning. Stubborn unto the death. Stubborn unto the destruction of the lake of fire. Lake of fire burning you up, every ounce of your being. This your last time here. You cussing and talking and burning. So a lot of people going to be burning right now. Another thing I noticed, strange things. And this got to do with what the 13th son said. He got me right about 12 years ago. When you got a certain type of glow on you and people can see the third eye expanding around you, they get the fuck out your way. Everywhere I go, police, they get the fuck out my way. Because I know when the earth heat up, a lot of our energy, people can't be around us. We'll hurt them being in their presence. I see that shit. So it's kind of good to stay away from people. I mean, if somebody explode or you shoot somebody, you don't want no blood splatter on you. Nigga trying to stay clean. So same thing with the solar radiation and the solar holocaust. They know it's finna heat up. First thing they gonna do, it's not our fault, it's global warming. Strange things. People that know that destruction is close be walking around like life all good. You gotta play it off. Know damn well they panicking underneath. Know damn well it's over. They know damn well they didn't finish the race. They tried to finish the race, but they couldn't. Why? They couldn't get the blood DNA to transform to the right type. They could stay on Earth and survive the solar holocaust that's coming. I don't give a fuck about no Jewish holocaust. I don't give a fuck about that shit. What about the solar holocaust and the volcano holocaust that burnt up Sodom and Gomorrah? Huh? See, the Earth itself don't want people here. So we could talk all that, oh, Trump didn't it? Listen, you ain't vibrating right with the Earth. Florida got it coming too now. Don't think it been all gravy. It's just all gravy right now. This ground gonna shake. It's gonna be more sinkhole. It's gonna be tornado. We ain't see shit yet. This is why I love it. Celebrate your victory. Have fun. Go all out. Be more gay. Be more do whatever you want. We ain't gonna stop you. But when it start getting hot and the earth start kicking up more vibrations, oh man, it's gonna be sweet. They gonna take themselves out. Vibration too high. I love it. I can't wait. Nature taking over, bitch. Holy Spirit. You feel me? I ain't mad. It's in a lot of their DNA to burn. So if they gonna burn, they gonna burn. Don't cry. Just let it be. The animals will be here longer than y'all will. You feel me? So I hit y'all back up with another video. I love it. I'm gonna talk my shit until the goddamn lake of fire burn this shit up. Earth ain't going nowhere. It's just the societies and some of the inhabitants whose bloodline haven't been corrected. That's why a lot of them can't take the sun. Your bloodline can't handle it. Once again, this video is about strange things. I'm going to come to y'all with some more though. I'm out.